Let's not make that mistake again.
What?
Of like the feed thing.
Oh, can you get it up?
Yep. But I'm not gonna read it from here. I was gonna read it from here. You can do it.
I can never see it.
You can do it.
Let me turn on the volume.
Hey, Lamara.
Hi guys.
Hey, roommates. Welcome to our live. It's nice to see you. Hold on, give us a second, because we're not all together there. 1 second, but go ahead and hit that thumbs up for a second. You got it?
I got it up.
Okay, then I'm good.
Okay.
We're doing good. Big Van's World. Hi, guys.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, that works out way better. I don't
Yeah.
know how that person's a moderator.
Maybe.
How are they a moderator?
Would you like to pay attention to?
Do I know you guys? Big Van's World. Who are you? Not to be rude, because like
I know nobody.
we love
so it doesn't
everybody.
matter.
It's just, oh, Savannah. Okay, I'm like, how did somebody else become moderator? Hey, Savannah. I'm like, you guys can't become moderators while me making you moderators. So how is that possible?
Okay.
Hey,
So,
guys.
Tonight's subject, and mind you, we don't have wine because I'm not feeling that great.
Yeah, no wine today. It's been a really cold,
Rough week.
Rainy week.
So, subject for the day: independent women, or lack thereof, or women who think they're independent but they're not.
I'm sorry.
I have my reasons.
Yeah, I don't know if you're asking if we're getting better or if you're saying get better, but thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
been a crappy weather week. It's been really bad here in Florida. And
3 degrees in Wisconsin? What?
Yeah, that kind of throws my Florida bad weather thing.
I kind of don't feel as horrible anymore.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Josh.
3 degrees? I would never leave my home. I'd be hibernating.
Yeah, so I'm sorry if I laugh because I feel like Mizz Judie DV is going to kick this one off because she has a lot to say about independent women.
Or lack thereof.
She's very passionate about this.
I had a situation. That's my problem.
In Chicago? Oh my gosh.
I heard there's a snowstorm in New York. Anybody near there?
I mean, Chicago's up north, so.
That's Midwest.
Wait, are you guys, okay, would you guys
Hold
consider Central Time or Eastern Time in Chicago?
They're like an hour.
So it'd be
behind us.
Central Time, right?
I believe it's Central. Like an hour behind us or something like that.
Okay, I knew, I figured as much. But yeah, I mean, they might be going through the same thing because, yeah, it's all up north.
Literally, we have the heater on at 80 degrees.
And then I got a space heater in my room.
And so do I.
So.
We're total tropical babies.
I already told you guys on my last live, like, I don't do the cold. I'm a summer baby.
It is cold as hell.
Anyway, let's get into this subject. What's happening right now? What?
Yeah, they're central.
No, because Savannah's in Wisconsin.
Savannah's in Bumfuck, Egypt.
Oh.
That is so far.
And Maryland on Tuesday.
Maryland,
that's close to New York.
It's Maryland.
I don't know. Anyways, let's get into the subject.
We're only good at the bottom half of the map, like the bottom right hand corner.
Well, we're really good at East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast is up there.
We're really good at East Coast. All right. First of all, everybody thumbs up if you guys can hear us very well, because I'm not sure how far like y'all can hear if we're shallow or whatever the case may be. 4 hours away, yeah.
Okay. Who here is an independent woman who doesn't have a man taking care of them, paying their bills or anything like that?
I'm sorry. Like I heard.
Did I just hear me?
Josh said me. Josh, you kind of are right.
Independent woman.
And no, I mean. All right, Lamar. Thank you for confirming that.
Thanks.
Yes, independent women, stand up. Here we go.
Yep.
Here's the thing. Okay, I think where she's about to go with this is because of her week has been so hectic and like hard with working with her mom. She hasn't worked with her mom in a really, really long time. So her mom is like, she's the patriarch of the family, matriarch. And I said it right.
He matriarch because dad passed away this summer. He was patriarch.
Whichever, but she's always saying like, oh, she knows this or that when it comes to business and restauranting. And did I say that right too? That's a new word.
New word in your dictionary.
But so she's getting frustrated with that situation because she is an independent woman and
she's also had her own restaurants.
Knows a lot more than my grandmother. Just to say, I love my grandma, I do, but she's so stubborn and stuck in her. She's definitely one of those dogs you cannot treat new tricks to, because she just don't listen. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and take over now.
Now, my thing is that she made a few statements like over and over and over again about how she's nobody does nothing for her. She's an independent woman and all this stuff, and it boggles my mind because I don't have a husband or a mate, even for that matter. And nobody pays my bills but me. Nobody pays my business bills, my house bills, none of that but me. And I don't call on my kids to help me with my business and stuff like that unless they volunteer to help me. I'll ask them every now and again. If they don't want to do it, I don't really bug them about it. But I've always helped my mother with everything. But her husband, or her, whatever you want to call him, pays for the house bills, pays for the restaurant bills, kind of pays for anything that involves taking cash out of your pocket. So anybody screaming they're an independent woman, I just feel you should actually be paying things for yourself before you scream that. Because I never scream I'm an independent woman, even though I am. But I see a lot of friends do the same thing where they are so dependent on their mate. One, I don't believe in getting. If I'm going to go get my hair and nails done, that is my responsibility. I don't think my mate should pay for it.
I have a lot of instances where like my mate is like, oh, they don't mind paying for it, but because I feel like that's my thing to do for myself and I can afford to do it. Like that's one of the things that I budget into that's my thing, So I don't feel comfortable with my person paying for my hair, my nails.
No, because I should be prepared to be looking good for my person, and that should be on my own. Now, if we're paying house bills together, and I hear you, Savannah, with actually my mother taught us to be independent of her, not of men. In all actuality, she feels like if you have friends or if you have a guy in your life, they're of no use if they're not constantly putting out money.
People to her in her life have to serve a purpose.
Yeah, they have to serve a purpose in your life. For me, people in my life have to serve the purpose of just being my friend, Call me and see how I'm doing, because I do it to everybody. But she feels that if a man is in your life, or if a friend even is in your life, or even your girlfriends or regular friends, what use are they, is what she always says. What use is it?
What
use are they? Honestly, they're my friend.
Lamar, that's a good question. The question is, does he mind? Or yes, do they mind? Yes, sometimes in many cases when they're offering, of course they don't mind, honestly. But there are women out there or people out there, can't just say women because of course, in the LGBT community, guys are capable of the same thing, femmes and studs are capable of the same thing, basically if it is offered by their person, of course that person doesn't mind doing that. Yeah, but when there are people out there that are just like, oh, I need a person with the bag, and I need a person that's going to be able to take care of me and do this and do that. Now, there's nothing wrong with those people. Okay, that's fine. But that's your prerogative.
That's your prerogative. But that's your cinch.
I honestly would feel completely like
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I couldn't.
I can't do it.
That's letting people take control over you in a way.
I don't.
Because if you have somebody that's constantly being able to cash in like that,
them. I feel you owe them,
guys.
You owe them at all times. I don't take from people because of that. But yes, by the way, Lamar, he does mention it quite often. That's why I had a problem with it. And then she gets mad. Oh, you gave it. But then again, there are instances where she's like, I'll say, oh, this bill has to be paid for something. And she'll go, well, call him. But this is not his restaurant. This is yours. We're supposed to make the money to pay these things. Oh, well, he's always saying money's not an issue. That's not the point. You're supposed to also be doing for yourself and try for yourself. If you're an independent woman, you should be able to pull that bag out.
That's like the equivalent of me being like, okay, I'm gonna depend on a man to get me all the equipment for my channel. I'm gonna depend on a man to go out and network for my channel, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and keep taking these creds for the channel and stuff like that, and being there for my people. Honestly, that's not just my channel. That's his channel too. So I feel like at any point in time, he can call the shots. At any point in time, he could be like, oh, well, I'm going to take all this equipment back or whatever the case may be, and then I'd be crippled,
No, that's how I feel like at any point in time, he could say whatever he wants because he's the one footing the bill, And I believe that's how he feels too because of the comments he makes.
But they're old school where, like, back in the day, that was a thing, like, where, roles had to be played and, you need to know your place.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She does her part. She cleans, she cooks, you know what I mean? She takes care of home. And stuff like that. But don't claim to be an independent woman if it ain't your bag.
Yeah,
if it ain't coming out of your bag, don't claim to be an independent woman.
Honestly, Lamar, you're right. I feel like I would owe them something,
I always feel like that.
And then on top of that, they would feel like, depending on who they are, if they're doing it out of just selflessness, that's fine. They usually don't think like that.
But a selfless person doesn't reproach.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10 in the situation we're talking about, the people that
they mention it too much
doing it are being reproachful and want something out of it. Mm-hmm. And I would definitely feel completely useless as a human being if I relied on other people or let alone my significant other to, do stuff.
On top of that, I got too much mouth.
True.
I got too much mouth because the minute you reproach me for something you did to me for me, I'm gonna seriously go and do 10 times more than you just did for me and tell you flat out, don't ever do anything for me again.
No, they don't share the restaurant. It's my grandmother's restaurant, and my grandmother has a partnership with my mom to for her to do consignment.
Because I'm a caterer.
But at the same time, my grandmother doesn't have any help in the front part of the restaurant. It's very small restaurant. It's easy to control as one human being, but my grandmother is incapable of doing that. So my mother helps out with the front part of the restaurant and also bringing in revenue. If it wasn't for my mother, this restaurant wouldn't even be running because she got all the permits done. She got the inspections done. She got everything expedited for this restaurant to get started. And because my grandmother just knows that she wants to cook and knows what she wants to cook, she claims to know everything about the restaurant business to the point where she'll even go and tell a whole nother person that has much more established and actually better running restaurants or businesses what they should be doing,
and it's ridiculous. The case comes to play where after a couple of days of seeing you don't listen, I let you do what you do and let you fall on your face. But that's my mother. That's my whole mother. I'm not going to let her fail. You know what I mean? But it's a point where my big sister said, you have to let her do it on her own and make her accountable for what happens. And so I did that. And so what ends up happening is the tables turn. Now I have to still help because her dude was helping her yesterday while I left. And actually I left just to go do my stuff on my own. And I left, and when I came back to close down with her, it was just major chaos.
Wait, where's my phone?
Nothing was done right. He didn't know how to run a register. He didn't know how to serve. He didn't know how to do anything. And then on top of that, she doesn't, the prices are all, I have menus everywhere. The prices are all there, except I kept getting phone calls as to how much is this, and how much of this should I give, and how much of that should I do, and what is this? And I'm like, it's all sitting there for you guys, but they couldn't do it. And that was only one day.
What if that's the way the giver was raised and feels like they have to do stuff like
that for people to gain respect and love? I don't know the case on that, but I'm a giver. I'm a giver, so I do understand what what you're saying. I'm a giver, but I give without reproach.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. I'll never mention it again that I did this and that for you, because if I didn't have it, I shouldn't have given it. You know, if it was a problem for me to give it, I shouldn't have given it. I shouldn't have done it. If I'm looking for something back from somebody for it, I should not have done it. I never expect anything to come back at me for something I did for a person.
My condolences, Savannah, because yeah, you lost your mom at a young age, but you also mentioned that you learned a lot of your independence from your mom, so you did gain a lot from while your mom was here. To be strong, because look at you, you're 35 years old right now, and I don't know what your life situation is whatsoever, but I know when I was last on the chat with you said you grinded and you've been able to keep yourself pretty grounded because you were a hustler too. So that's some form of independence where you can't. I'm pretty sure I can imagine the next person you have in your life, so you'll be more of the giver in the situation, or more of the person that would keep you guys afloat in the situation. As opposed to
I've been by my mom's side since I was a kid in the kitchen, and I've always helped her with her businesses and stuff like that. However, in retrospect, if the tables are turned, and yes, I have my own business also, I don't get that kind of help from her at all. Mm-hmm. In fact, she more or less will insult me, and I'm the one with the running business, and I just chalk it off to that's how she is, because she doesn't like anybody to know as much or more than her. So she gets defensive and very, very, very mean and insulting instead. So I just chalk it off, and I just kind of just.
And that's just a defense mechanism, honestly. That's just a defense mechanism to not look like pie in your face or anything, because obviously you just showed them that you know more than them, but they want to still be that bigger, better Bob, and try and be
I usually just stop and say, oh, you know what? You're right. I'm wrong. And I walk away, because I'm not going to have an argument. It's like having a battle of wits with an unarmed person. I'm not going to do it.
I imagine you guys are going to get something to eat, right?
Yeah.
Where y'all going? Well, just ring it in. Let us know.
Let us know if we're hungry.
He still looks hungover.
He still is hungover. Just on a side note, my son came home from going out last night.
Honestly, okay, no, he's been on a bender all weekend. So Friday night, we all turned up, but we turned up at home. It was me, my cousin, it was her. She had a friend come over. I had a friend come over. We were having fun, drinking shots, just turning up at home, right? But I was on Snapchat, and I only saw half of my brother's night on Snapchat, but I knew he was out being a total dude and partying his little ass off. So he came home, and he was sauced, gone. He ordered food and made me stay up and wait for the food. Yeah, he was freaking drunk as hell.
And then last night, same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
But he knocked on the door, and I opened the door, and he fell in.
Yeah, yesterday we all were chilling. All of us were chilling. We didn't drink. We were just chilling, relaxing, recouping. And then he goes out again, and then I heard a whole bunch of commotion. I don't know, it was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just heard a whole bunch of banging and loud talking.
He was doing the slow bang.
But when I tell you,
dump on the door.
He was fucked up. He's enjoying his youth right now. He's 21, so let him have it.
No, but then I'm okay. And then if you look down this hallway, down the hall is the main bathroom, and I hear the shower running, and all of a sudden you hear somebody throwing their life, literally hacking up major hairballs.
I figured as much, Savannah. That's why I figured your name changed. Because what do you got going in the works? What do you got thinking in the? Let's go ahead and share, and throw some ideas back and forth here. That's what we're all here for, to support each other and make sure everybody's channels grow, everybody flourishes in life. At least I know.
So, case in point here, I do empanadas, lots and lots of different kinds. They are flying off the shelves.
I'm going to need for you guys to put the pressure on this one, because remember last week when we told you we would have a cooking video?
I've been at the restaurant 12 to 14 hours a day.
I get that, but you can also roll the cameras 12 to 14 hours a day in the restaurant.
God, no. God no.
Honestly, that'd be hilarious.
God no.
That would be hilarious. If I watched the playback on that, I'd probably die.
90% of my day is spent
laughing.
going, ma'am, please stop. Don't do that. Don't do this. That's my whole day.
Yeah, I would die laughing.
Oh, that and guys coming in and deciding to buy anything just so they could stand at the counter and talk to me for longest.
If you got it, make it work so that she could make the business flourish. No, but seriously, that's another attack of independence thing. Like, bitch, instead of flaunting your face to sell food, why don't you flaunt your intellect and actual good food to make them, want to come back? I'm going to do some eating, cooking, talking a lot. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's definitely going to work out because that's what's really trending right now on YouTube. All these, and also, what's
eating
really,
has been trending big time on YouTube.
Those mukbangs. What is the purpose? I'm just, why are we calling it this?
What is a mukbang?
Okay. So mukbang, I guess, is okay. Here's the one thing I get confused when it comes to a mukbang is: are you supposed to finish the meal or not? Because I've known a lot of people to basically what you're doing is you prepare this nice lavish meal, and then you have a conversation with yourself or maybe a group of people while eating. Why are we labeling that?
Be right back.
I don't know why we're labeling this, but it's simply a matter of just eating and chatting. Whenever I do it, I'm not going to call it a mukbang. I don't know. I'm just not. It just doesn't make sense to me. I should Google the definition of mukbang. I'm going to Google the definition of mukbang because I don't know what the purpose of a mukbang is. All I know is that you eat and talk.
Okay.
Let's see. No, thank you.
Mommy.
Lemon meringue would be great. Mukbang or mukbang is a live online audiovisual broadcast in which a host eats large amounts of food while interacting with their audience. Usually done through an internet webcast, mukbang became popular in South Korea in 2010. Okay. So we're all saying this wrong because it's really spelled M-E-O-K bang. But in America, we're spelling it M-U-K bang. So we can talk about the food, how it tastes, etc. Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. You could call it a mukbang if you're going to completely revolve it around the food. I'd say that. But in my opinion, if I'm eating and I'm talking, it's not a mukbang. It's just me eating while I'm talking. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm talking about something in particular, not the food. But if you're talking about the food, then call it a mukbang, I guess. I don't know. But that's a big deal now. And a lot of people have specifically just their channels for that purpose. And that's all they do is just sit there and eat and talk. And they're flourishing. They are flourishing. Yeah. To stop this confusion, Lamara subscribe to Savannah. Okay, you guys, because I see the glitch there. I think Lamar is having an autocorrect issue. I tried to do a mukbang, but I just couldn't finish the talking with my mom. I don't know how people are doing it. I don't. I cannot sit there and have like a full meal and be talking the whole time. Like, it's one thing to take. I mean, I know people that are sitting like they want to say so much, but the food's so good, so they're just like, and then they want to say something, and then like they're so in the food. So I'm like, just talk about the food or something, or just be about the food. Don't try and have a whole conversation here with me that has nothing to do with the food. And I like to see what I cook sometimes. I like it when you're welcome, Mama. I like it when they do a little bit of the cooking and before the mukbang. Okay, hon. I mean, show. I like to watch cooking. Okay, no. I like it when they do like a little bit of a cooking tutorial of whatever they're about to eat, and then get into the mukbang and then talk about food. That's what I feel like mukbang should be revolved around. Not necessarily, okay, I popped up on a video, I'm eating, and we're talking about whatever. I just feel like that shouldn't be considered a mukbang. But, I'm not the creator of mukbang. South Korea is, so let's consult South Korea about this. I didn't actually think I would get a full-on definition off of Google just now, but it did clear up a lot of my curiosity because a lot of people are apparently doing this wrong. But they just saw their favorite YouTuber do it, and then they're doing it, and then this person's doing it. But they're getting hits off it, so they got something going there, I guess. Ooh, Lamara. My mom has been binge watching Hell's Kitchen all week long. And it's honestly, it is good. It is good because there was actually this one episode where we both cried a little bit, and then she was watching it on rerun all night because of how she was feeling about what she was going through in the restaurant with my grandmother. So yeah, y'all definitely get on that situation. We should probably do what I was thinking would be so bomb ass though. Like if a bunch of I want to say a handful of YouTubers that are specifically doing food stuff have their own little mini competition. Like I want to say a 7-day trial of videos amongst their channel of them doing that. But it has to be a collective thing. It couldn't be like one person's channel.
We got her.
Yeah, that's a big ass slice.
Oh my
gosh. It's pie.
You double dipping.
Totally.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, look at this.
It's you know what that is?
Goes back in the game.
It's a thing that drops sand over the hole and
it's an hourglass.
That's an hourglass. It counts a minute. So you have to go put it back before you break it. Go put it back before you break it. This is a lot.
Yeah, we have a lot of pie.
Where are we at here? Oh, okay.
Hell's Kitchen is a shit.
Try something like that. Honestly, it can happen. It can happen virtually, but it would definitely take a lot of planning. It would take a lot of planning. So basically, can you explain to them what your cooking is?
My cooking?
No, what you're cooking. The thing.
Oh, what you're cooking is it's a group. A lot of it is when we started. I've been there since day one. Very, 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 very good friend of mine. I refer to as one of my brothers. Started What You Cooking group, and what we do is what you're cooking at home, whether you're a professional or not.
You're gonna have half of this because you gave me a big ass slice.
And I have cheesecake and lemon meringue pie.
Ghetto kitchen videos. Do that. Do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, before you finish that. I am Zoe. Thought he was gonna be funny and make a pizza. I don't know, out of ramen noodles. So what he did was take the crispy ramen noodles.
That's so gross.
And he rubbed sauce on it, and then he melted pepperoni and cheese on it.
Oh God!
And he thought it was gonna taste bad, but he said apparently it tasted good. So I was dying when I watched that. But I was like, if you're gonna do some ghetto kitchen shit, do some crap I don't know, get extra with it. Get extra with it. But I'll tell you,
disgusting.
I would die if I saw that.
Ooh.
Lamar, please tell me you're gonna do this.
Somebody make that goulash.
Make that happen.
Because that's gross too.
That'd be funny. That would be so funny. Anyways, go ahead. Finish what you're saying about what you cook.
Okay. What's good is there's people who cook at home, and at first when we first started, you see some real bad dishes, some real sloppy. They show you what you're cooking at home. Now we're at over 10,000 members, and people are getting real detailed with their home cooking. So, I think they should thank us, husbands and wives, who people are sitting there doing this. They're going above and beyond now to make the presentation of their home cooked dinners really beautiful. And we have group meetings, and we have get-togethers because we're also a fishing group. There's in there also. But it's gotten so fun where I've seen so much improvement in a lot of people, and not the professionals only. It's a motivational thing because now people who wanted to get in the business of cooking are really pursuing their goals and their dreams on that because they have that backing of What You're Cooking group who's always pushing them forward, always motivating them. And that is actually my piece. It's my groups. You know?
Okay, with that being said, my general idea of how we could possibly do this on a YouTube situation where we could be like, I don't know, it could be a chop situation, a Hell's Kitchen situation, whatever, but we could basically launch it like What You Cooking is doing, where everybody on their channel submits their, like, why they should be a part of the elimination rounds, right? And once we get farther enough where we can get, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 actual people cooking, and then 3 or 4 actual judges, all from the YouTube community, mind you, then we can do a meetup and do the elimination process of the episodes or whatever the case may be. It is so doable. I can put this on the drawing board. We just gotta tag motherfuckers. We gotta know we gotta be there for each other. We gotta do this. Like, be all in on the situation. Because it can't just be one, like, well, there's 3 of us involved in this, 4 of us. We're individuals. Involved, and then, like, we get more than that involved. Like, I'm definitely gonna be a judge or the host, but I'm not cooking.
She's not cooking.
I'm not cooking.
And mind you guys, Jade could cook. She could cook really well. She just hates it.
Like cooking.
She just hates it.
It's so annoying.
If I wasn't so hell bent on nursing my sickness right now,
Let's start a GoFundMe so we can all start traveling together. Fuck it.
Okay, so you want to go fund me so y'all can have fun?
No, a GoFundMe so we can travel and do collabs.
In other words, go have fun.
It would be for the form of entertainment for our supporters. What do you think? Like,
Again,
if
fun.
it was a joint GoFundMe for a certain amount of YouTubers, then we all get in on the action. We all get to have fun. It's not a selfish thing. Like, whatever. You're not gonna make me feel guilty for an idea. That was a great idea. That was a great idea. God.
You done?
Mm-hmm.
You done? Okay.
I still have heartburn. That's hard.
Tomorrow's Monday.
Ooh, Vybz just loaded her Smash or Pass. So after this, I'm gonna watch that.
Smash or Pass?
You want to do a Smash or Pass?
Oh, totally.
That would have to be a pre-record. Oh, before anything, next Sunday is Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
So we are gonna have a pre-recorded whining hour. That way we can all go watch, the Super
Patriots
Bowl.
win.
Yeah, that way we can all go watch the Super Bowl and have fun. I think I have any hard supporters. Lamar, you have more supporters than me, but you're younger than me, so I don't know how old your supporters are and whether they have money. If it's anybody you're going to school with, I imagine they're gonna need their parents'
They're struggling
wallets unless they have their own job. But can we go live earlier?
Yeah, we can. We can.
I kind of have somewhere I need to be at 6:30. So what's early to you, Lamar? Like, how early? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, shoot, it's a matter of just putting that GoFundMe out there and seeing who really does it. Who really wants this. Like, a lot of people are supporting their YouTubers and dropping money into their live chats. I can't imagine, like, if you just put a GoFundMe up, like, they'll probably do something. They may get something. It may not be something like we could work off of always.
You're always red.
I'm always red because you're making me mad, kid.
It's because of this.
Baby, go put that back before you lose it. Hey, Mac. He said he couldn't come over here and watch the Super Bowl.
He couldn't? Of course you can, honey. Mac, yes, you can come over and watch the Super Bowl.
Okay, if we're going to do the whining hour, it's probably going to be the beer hour because it's the Super Bowl. And what? You could take some.
Can I have a plate?
You could just eat some.
I want a plate.
Okay, so
we could do it earlier.
How
about we do it later?
No.
But how later? Because the Super Bowl don't end.
Then
we're gonna be all lit. Okay.
We'll be all lit.
Oh, dang. What? Yes.
I want my own cake.
Okay. Can you just give me a second? Can you taste that and see if you like that, and then I'll give you a slice of that?
It's got lemons. You love lemons.
Yeah, you love lemons.
Those are sour.
But that's not sour.
That's not sour though.
It's like marshmallow and lemon. No, don't. No. Oh my god, no.
That was gonna be all bad.
It was gonna be horrible. Or okay. Tell you who, Mac, you bet on the person that you feel like. We're not gonna tell you who to bet on.
Patriots
Though, yes.
Patriots, honey.
If you're coming over, you're betting on the Patriots.
Mommy.
Say that. Yes, take a bite. Oh, you just ate the. Oh my god.
That's awful.
That's you thumbs it up without even.
That's just meringue.
That's just yeah. Or the day before.
I think we should do it after Super Bowl.
I think we should do it after Super Bowl. The only thing is I'm not sure if I really am gonna be going out to a Super Bowl party. So if I am, I'm probably not gonna be home at a good time.
I'm not going out because I know.
I'm down for the day before.
You're not drinking and going out at the same time.
Wait, when is Super Bowl? I should throw my mom a surprise Super Bowl party. Super Bowl
Yeah,
is next
so cool.
Sunday. Next Sunday, Lamara. Jesus. I'm betting on the underdog.
Rams. You're betting on Rams, Mac?
Ew.
And you want to come over?
Who bets on the Rams?
You want to come over and you're betting on the Rams?
I'm going to have
That's
snacks
fine. That's
and
fine.
I'm going to cook something and enjoy the game. Yeah, let's do it the day before. What do you normally have other than wings and beer?
Oh, I have empanadas. I have other hors d'oeuvres.
You know, they said hi.
I have
Hi.
mini pot pies. We have shrimp, lobster. But that's just my house.
Cheese trays and vegetable trays and
Fruit trays.
just anything like finger foods.
Finger foods on.
Finger foods, because of course if there's liquor involved, hopefully you're not drinking underage, Missy.
You can make
But,
easy shrimp puffs and stuff like that.
But we even threw a Super Bowl party once with me and my friends when we were in middle school, and we pretty much had chips and soda and juice and enjoyed the game together. I don't know where you were at. It was at Mac's house.
I was probably with Mac. Mac, where
were you guys?
Where were we?
And it was a Steelers game.
I believe we were at. I believe we were out. No, we couldn't have been.
All right, yeah, you stick to that apple juice, Lamara. But still, you could do it. You could totally do it. Even if you go
Apple cider Lamar.
If you can possibly afford to have a place like Chick-fil-A cater it or something, or a wing.
Yeah, one time, I was at a loss. I didn't know people coming over.
That would be bomb. If you did a little video of you putting something together for your mom's surprise Super Bowl party, that'd be cute. A little vlog like that. That'd be adorable.
Am I going to buy a jersey for my new team? You can buy a Rams jersey.
Don't buy no Rams jersey.
But it's your failing because.
Yeah.
But I do have a Patriots jersey for you, Mac, if you're coming over. If you choose. But if you want to buy a Rams jersey or t-shirt, I wouldn't buy a jersey.
Lilo, you can finish eating that.
Just buy a t-shirt.
You can have
if they lose, you won't be out 100 and change. Chips and wings. Macaroni beans?
I think she meant macaroni and beans.
Oh, I was wondering what's
like a bean dip, maybe.
The 7-layer nacho dip is really good for those kind of parties.
I love nachos.
A Frito pie where you have the Frito, the chilies, and stuff like that. It's just nachos with Fritos.
You know what I did? I had a Doritos.
Okay, Mac, then buy a Rams t-shirt.
You it's like a nacho salad or a taco salad, but with Doritos chips.
Or Doritos, yeah. And please, with the Doritos, have sour cream.
She didn't want me to post her. No, what I mean is okay, don't necessarily post your mom if she's camera shy. I mean blog the prepping stuff.
And before you post it, just show her it first. So I'm that mom who, oh my God, it's awful. I don't want people to see me like this type of thing. Before her child.
I'm that mom used to what?
But now I don't care. But you should show a person, show her the post stuff before you post it.
Yeah.
Nachos. Always a hit.
It's not charged.
Always a hit.
Lilo, it's not charged.
I left it on
Heck,
the
you can
charger.
have. You know
Yeah,
what?
because you
In fact,
use it on the charger.
you can
and it's
have a
charged.
whole
Leave it on charge
Mexican themed one where you have nachos, tacos, things like that, and leave it at that. And then you can skip doing wings and all
To do
that.
mini tacos.
Yeah, do little tiny fingerling ones.
They're yummy. Just mini tacos with cheese and then dip them and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I don't know how many people you're having come over or whatever the case may be. Me personally, I have to have a smorgasbord.
Yeah, she always has a really good spread. Like if I could just show y'all. Oh, that weird Careful Keith just subscribed to us.
Careful, Keith.
Ooh,
Where's Keith?
No. I don't know where Keith is, but there was not. I shouldn't have said that. There's another Careful Keith, and Careful Keith, the one we know, has his logo here, but this is a different one. But it was kind of odd when they were in the. I had what was it, my Q&A. He came into the chat, and it threw me off very badly. And Careful Keith was.
I love empanadas. They are. Oh, you ever had? Thank you very much, Mac. I've been making them for 30 years, as you know, Mac. So they're fun to make. I love doing them.
And that's another thing they're clashing with.
Yeah, we're clashing with my empanadas versus her meat pastries.
Dang.
That's
Look
a big
up.
clash
You know
for
what
us.
you should do? Like you should I think maybe Pinterest might have some ideas.
Tacos, burritos, let's see. Okay, well, if you don't want to do tacos and burritos,
Lamar, don't say that. I don't know if he's really
try doing like egg rolls and spring rolls and an Asian theme instead.
I think it's just a fan page, honestly. I think it's just a fan page. I don't think he's a scammer. I don't think he's creepy. Because he wasn't saying anything too weird in the chat. It was just like really, it threw me off. Like I said, like while I was trying to answer the questions, I saw two Careful Keiths and I'm like, wait, what? Like, but when you go to his account, like he's subscribed to 90% of the people that we're subscribed to, and he doesn't have any videos of his own. So I think it's just a fan account. He has a lot of videos of Careful Keith himself.
I don't know him but him.
So it shouldn't be that serious.
And Lamar, try an Asian theme instead. Because then you could do wontons, you could do mini spring rolls or egg rolls and things like that instead. If your family's tired of burritos and tacos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's all weird. For the menu.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Aki or saltfish empanada.
I already am taking care of that for you.
Here's at the bone.
Probably.
What's the special request for the menu, Matt?
With her, she's the only one that watches Super Bowl. Who? Your mom is the only one that watches Super Bowl?
Really? Do you know the last Super Bowl that the Patriots were in? I was invited to mad amounts of parties.
How did I know? Because I
Me
know
and her
you.
sat there and we watched it on two big screen TVs at home. She was in the living room, I was in my room. And we were just going at it.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It was so much fun.
We
It was
were
just me and her.
too lazy to actually be out in the living room or whatever. So Lila was out in the living room playing and jumping around and going crazy. And then I had it on in my room. She was doing so much that she had it on in her room. She was flitting back and forth to the kitchen, all kind of stuff. So every single time like there was like a huge like goal or whatever the case may be, we'd rush.
It's a touchdown. Like goal.
No, whatever. We go rush and like and then we go to our place and then like it was so funny.
Mac, how did I know? How wouldn't I know, sweetheart? And you can request whatever you want, honey.
No, I said Aki and Saltfish. He said, how did I know?
Because I might have told him that the other day.
Well, of course. He wants that. I mean, but the Aki and Saltfish was bomb. It was bomb.
Thank you.
I'm getting...
No, and I'm all this good for suggestions on what I should put in these empanadas. I've got like about 28 flavors.
But like on Friday when we were all getting toasted, like I don't know why my hunger was so aggressive, and I'm like I've had so much empanadas, like sometimes it's not what I want, you know.
But I sat there and made anything they asked.
And so, like, she was making pizza empanadas with pepperoni, sausage, ham and cheese. It's
No
like,
problem, man.
I was just like throwing them back, like, you got more, because I
They
was
ate
so
empanadas until they
hungry.
could not eat anymore, and they.
I ate empanada. I still wanted more. Like I said, I was drunk, and I wanted to eat everything in the world because I was so hungry.
No, but you know, you ever have one of those nights where everybody
Oh, hell no.
everybody got lit?
You know I don't cook. That's not a good idea, Mac.
Oh,
I might not even be here. To be cooking.
she might
that.
actually get up and get out.
I might actually have a life, guys.
No, you know what nights where you get drunk with a few friends or whatever, and everything's all good. There was no drama, no nothing, just complete fun. That's what we did on Friday night. It was just complete fun until we all passed out. Pretty much.
Yeah. Literally up until we passed out.
We just drank.
And she
until we
was
dropped.
the first one to pass out.
But I was also the cook the whole night.
A spicy beef patty.
A spicy beef patty, yes, I do make those, and that's a good one.
I know, we could possibly make some frozen ones and send them to you. I don't know how that would work. She would.
Yeah, I can send out the frozen fruits.
What? If I made the
we would.
selfish empanadas? Why would your friends be laughing at that? I don't get it.
No, I don't. Can't relate to it.
Wait, no, I said no, I don't. Can't relate. Exactly. I can't type fast enough. Okay. No, I heard that if you do type too fast or put too many comments in the
No, you know what? I think autocorrect is a joke because they be having you say some stuff that you didn't even think you posted it or you went ahead and said press send and you didn't realize they said suck my nut or some shit like that.
I don't play Xbox 360. I don't like Xbox. I like PS4, but I don't even have any place like any
a gamer in.
I don't have any systems right now.
I have an Xbox 360. I've never turned it on.
I supposedly got a Wii U for Christmas.
And it's in my room still.
Supposedly.
It's in my drawer.
But
I've never.
Who knows where that's at?
I have a Wii. I have her Wii U. I have the Xbox 360. I have the PlayStation 2 and 3.
She doesn't play any of those.
And
she has them, but she don't play any of them.
I like having things.
That just sounded weird.
Yeah. I like that I have them. I don't know how to play anything. I know how to play. I know how to play Galaga. I know how to play Galaga.
What the hell are you doing with an Xbox 360, Mac?
That's for Malcolm. That's for the baby.
Okay, that makes sense. So Malcolm has an Xbox 360.
Exactly. Have you ever seen Mac play?
And I'm Mac wrote E-Box.
I know, right? He has an E-Box 360. You probably do have an E-Box.
Now I got a PS2. I have a GameCube.
I have PS2. I have two PS2s, two PS3s, and a crap load of games. I can't play nothing.
At this point, I'm just collecting all these things just to have
Get off my register, please.
Especially for the fact that some of these things are so old that a lot of people don't even know how to use them or know what they are.
But see, I'm from the Pac-Man, Galaga, Atari world, and Galaga and Pac-Man are probably my favorite games. I'm still stuck on that. I don't even know how to play Donkey Kong.
Play these games. Mac.
Yes, Mac. Mac, because I really want to know that you know how to play these games, Mac.
Hold up. You need instructions on how to play these games. Don't you know when
I can't play?
No, obviously you don't know. When you go into a game, it gives you a little tutorial on the game itself before you get into the game. Mac and
Mac, don't be mad. I don't know how to play nothing.
Savannah, I could tell you how to add friends on PlayStation. I cannot tell you how to do anything on Xbox. I am not an Xbox fan. I don't know how to do anything on Xbox.
No, I mean, Mac, as far as helping, I'm going to tell you my method. I use one finger to roll the button and go forward or backwards, and the other finger I just keep rotating.
She's a button smasher.
I'm a button smasher. I usually win by button smashing.
That makes people with technique so pissed off.
That is my technique. Per se.
Oh my gosh.
I hate people who sit there, they got cheat
Hey,
sheets, they have
Miss
all sorts of
Queenie.
stuff. They have,
He just shoot everything. What are you playing? Call of Duty?
yeah, I just shoot everything too.
What are you playing, Mac? Like Call of Duty or something? How are you shooting everything? Unless you're actually gonna shoot the Xbox, or is it the Xbox? Yeah.
No, I just hit, I
Shoot
kill
the
it.
Xbox.
No, I like playing those games where two people fight. You know, I get to pick who I am. And then I just keep flipping and kicking and flipping and kicking and moving forward.
Halo.
That's it.
Oh, what's funny is the first time I ever played Halo, it was on the Xbox. And then for some reason, I don't know, like Halo died and I died with it. And then when Halo tried to have a reboot, like I was not with it. I could not. Like, and then on top of that,
didn't the boys go out to get something to eat and they asked us if we want something to eat? And there was calls when they got to the place.
You guys want us to call them and find out?
Because those little fuckers will go back with they ate.
I am hungry too. And who should I call? Jordan?
Don't call him. Call Josh. He's not drunk. Javon seems to still
Josh
be
is not. I mean, Javon's not drunk. He's just,
no, Gia was hungover.
He's just hungover. I can't even get into the vehicle or grab the weapons.
You know what? I always wanted to play Grand Theft Auto, and I was so jealous because everybody could get in the vehicle.
I
steal
love
vehicle.
Grand Theft Auto.
I can't even get to the vehicle.
I love Grand Theft Auto. She just came in. She's another.
Hey y'all.
Do y'all roast game? Do y'all play roast game? Oh,
That's
I
a
used to.
game?
When I was a kid, like Tony Hawk and stuff like that. Like,
No, skateboard. That's Tony Hawk. I have Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
I have the skateboard.
Yeah, I told you I should have called Javon. I prefer role RP. What is that RPG?
I got Grand Theft Auto.
Role playing games.
1, 2,
I don't like
3.
first person shooter games too much.
And I only know.
Ooh, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, I have 1, 2, and 3. But the first time I saw it, you know, I used to literally, for my entertainment, watch my nephews play Grand Theft Auto when we were in Ohio, and it was so much fun watching them. I never, you know, then we had UFC fighting one with Lydell, and I was always Lydell, and that's all I know how to do. I know how to smash buttons. But on Grand Theft Auto, I can't play it at all because that involves stealing a car and all that extra.
Neither of them are answering their phone.
Text them. But I think Grand Theft Auto is my favorite game to watch people play. I'm a watcher, not a doer. And UFC fighting, I think I like that a lot. I don't like Cold Black or whatever that thing is, or Halo. I don't like, and I hate
all of those.
The Tomb Raider games. I hate
Donkey Kong, Mario, and Asteroids are all generally.
Asteroids are awesome.
They're all played on the Nintendo devices, which is wrong because I prefer Nintendo because it's more active.
No, but Sega has Atari game Asteroid games.
Like Asteroid games. And Sega isn't making anything right now.
But they're still out and they still got Asteroids.
Yeah, but those are all old school stuff.
That's perfectly fine with me. Donkey Kong, I'd love to be able to play it, but I've never been able to do it because I can't jump up and down. She's really good at that. I can't jump down and all that stuff. I just want to hit things with like guns and like weapons, like stuff like that.
Donkey Kong Country is fun. That's really fun.
I can't collect things like on Mario. I can't collect like extra stuff. I don't know how to do that. I just want to shoot things. That's all I want to do.
Mario is simpler than Donkey Kong, and I don't fucking get that, like how you can't do that. But whatever.
That involves maneuvering the buttons.
You know, it's crazy how like some things come easier to others than other things, exactly. And the things that they consider easier are way more complicated than the easy stuff. So,
I can only play like space games, asteroids, and stuff like that.
It's crazy how we started off with this independent, ended up on freaking games.
No, because I made my point. I don't like independent women who are not independent. They're the ones who be screaming they're independent the most. Know that somebody's paying for their hair and nails to get done. Somebody paying their side bills, and Section 8 is paying their motherfucking rent.
Ooh. Yeah, you're not independent.
You're not independent if you're dependent on anybody else to foot the bill.
Yeah, I don't consider independence in any form like anything you just said.
The only thing you're doing by yourself is wiping your own ass, maybe. That's about all independence you got.
Maybe. But I got heartburn. Okay, so we got 5 minutes left on the chat. Let's talk. I'm gonna have another I'm gonna go back to getting a pre-recorded Let's Talk. So next week you're gonna have a pre-recorded Let's Talk on more than likely Tuesday. And then Let's Talk Live will be on Wednesday at 12 a.m. I will be at work.
And our winding hour will be after the Super Bowl when we're all lit.
Did we ever figure that part out?
And that's what I figured to do.
And I do apologize. We didn't have a video with Lilo because Lilo did not know what he wanted to do with his life. I gave him so many options, and he just did not. He knew he wanted to record something. He just didn't know what he wanted to
At
record.
this particular moment, Lilo still doesn't know what he's doing with his
The
life.
game that was playing.
Oh,
The
okay.
game that you have pieces all thrown over everywhere?
Because now you lost half the pieces.
How are we supposed to play the game?
No, there's only 2 tokens.
Okay, take the 2 tokens and put them back in the box.
Put everything back. Anyways, yeah, so we're going to try and get him
It's game night.
his game night done. Hopefully that sticks.
Mac, you're picking up tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Anything else? You want to
Mm.
Maybe one of these days. Ooh, by the way, guys, we hit 100 subscribers. Oh, wait, wrong word. We hit 100 friends because the S word is banned now on YouTube. So
We hit 100 friends.
we hit 100 friends, and
he's
guess
flossing about
what
it.
that means? It's Nerf war time.
Come here.
Board.
Hey, come here. You're supposed to say hi.
Come here, babe. Come here. So we hit 100 friends, Lila boy, which means we get to have our Nerf war.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, so this
You're a nerd board.
Nerf war.
Oh.
Oh wow, you're not as excited as I am. Anyways,
We got little ghost gun.
now, like I explained, the Nerf war is not just gonna be popped up on you. I am going to vlog a series of vlogs over the next couple of months of us preparing for the Nerf war. We're gonna buy guns. We're gonna set up our backyard. We're gonna be extra as hell. All right. We're gonna invite primos. We're gonna invite aunties and uncles. We're gonna invite the fam.
Oh, for sure.
She's catering, and it's gonna be so fun.
I'm gonna
That
win.
way, the day of the Nerf war,
Thank you, Mac.
it's going down. Y'all are gonna be like, finally.
The Nerf war is going to be fun.
Yeah.
I remember having a water gun fight with these retards in Ohio. It went from inside the house with tiny little water guns to outside the house with machine water guns. And I'm pretty sure the neighbors were like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You know, because we were like literally running around the whole damn neighborhood practically shooting each other. But that's the fun of these stupid games.
Did you just steal my juice?
Yeah, totally did. Oh, she stole my juice earlier.
Goodbye. Okay. You guys, always remember, do the most, and stay extra.
No.
We
See
will
you next
see you
time.
guys in our next live.
And I will
Say
go
that,
ahead and
please.
post a video of cooking.
Yep.
I promise.
Good night, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Chill up, peace.